last film I saw from a Wes Anderson catalog. Again, the only thing I'm missing is truly Asteroid City, but pretty much I've seen all the Wes Anderson movies. Let's just say, and it's again I'm still saddened by the fact that I'm done with the Wes Anderson marathon, but I'm also enlightened in a way. I'm very much feel that I've learned a lot by Wes Anderson and his style, and truly love the man's work. And I have to say, the man's a master at his craft. When you have a filmmaker that is a master in their class, they're very good at what they do. I feel like Wes Anderson's a master at this kind of films, and I thought Wes Anderson is. I'm just happy and appreciate that I've seen all the Wes Anderson movies. So let's get down to the last Wes Anderson movie of this marathon. So the film that we're talking about is The French Dispatch. The French Dispatch is a collection of stories published by the French Dispatch, pretty much, this little journalism company of newspapers, and it's a collection of stories, different stories to be told. And yeah, the French Dispatch, the runtime's 107 minutes. It's in color and black and white. The rating is R. This, to me, is probably the weakest link of Wes Anderson films. I think this is the weakest Wes Anderson film, but I still liked the film. I still thought this film was good. I'm not saying it's bad or shit. I enjoyed The French Dispatch. I still enjoyed the movie. Still enjoy the collections of stories that were told. I like the stories individually. Each one is different from each other. And I enjoyed it for what it was. But I felt like Wes Anderson in this film overdid it in a way. I feel like, okay, Wes Anderson has a style. You know what you're going into in a Wes Anderson movie. But I feel like he overdid it. There was too much shit to really be... When there's so much things that are occurring in a film, it kind of confuses you in a bit. And this was a harder film to really get into, of course. I feel like it was this and The Life Aquatic, which was kind of hard, but I still think Life Aquatic is still great. But I feel like this one's a little harder, in my opinion, to really indulge in. But I still enjoyed the movie. I still think it's still a fantastic made movie, a well-made film by Wes. And the performances are really good. Of course, there's so many actors. Shit. There's not even a main character, in my opinion. There's not a main character in this film. So I'm not going to say the main character. Let's just get down to performances. I'll go down the line of all the actors that came in screen. Bill Murray, he's in the film. He plays a journalist he's the head boss of this journalism company, and he tells people to do their jobs, and pretty much tells them, hey, write stories, all that stuff. And yeah, Bill Murray's good in the movie. He's always enjoyable in everything he does. I've never seen a Bill Murray movie where I'm like, I did not like Bill Murray. Bill Murray's always good. You also got, let's get down to, I'm going to go in order of stories, I say. Tilda Swinton's in the movie. She tells the story of this artist who's pretty much insane, and tells a story about the man's art and everything about his life and the paintings that he would do. And yeah, Tilda Swinton's good in the movie. I like Tilda. You got Benicio del Toro, though, which I really did enjoy his part in this film. He's the painter. He's a genius in painting, but he's also a psycho in a way. He's nuts, insane. He killed 2 people, and he's pretty much in prison for life. And he paints. He's a really good painter. And I like Benicio del Toro in this movie. I thought he was really good, really enjoyable, really funny, and I enjoyed his role in this film. You also got, how do you say this girl's name? She's a French woman. A French woman, Leo Sorix, I think that's how you pronounce it, Leo Sorix. And she's a cop, or a police patrol, pretty much patrols everyone. And she goes, strips naked for Benicio del Toro, for him to paint her and be a part of his art. And they have a little fling, I guess. And yeah, she plays the hard cop, but also romantical with Benicio del Toro. It pretty much tells him, hey, you gotta fucking work. And he doesn't want to work, and he's like, okay, and scares him off. And I like it. I thought she was intimidating in this movie. Adrian Brody is great. He plays the guy who pretty much wants to buy his painting, And yeah, and he has a relation. Well, he sees the talent in Benicio del Toro and wants to work with him and buy his paintings. And yeah, Adrian Brody's hilarious in this film. I thought he was really funny and really a really good part of the movie. You also got, I'd say, the second story to the film, which is Frances McDermott, who's another journalist who is a little awkward. She doesn't have a love life. She's not married. She doesn't have kids because she wants to focus on her work more than anything, and she doesn't want to be part of that spectrum. Has a fling, I guess, with Timothy Chalamet, and tells a story of the French and the war. And yeah, I like Frances McDermott. She's a really good actress, and she's good in the movie. Timothy Chalamet in the film as well. He plays the French guy who, well, he's not French, but he's friends with every French person, and he's like he does political. He goes around boycotting with the French, and he again has a fling with Frances McDermott, and they have a fling, and they do what they do. And Timothy Chalamet's in the movie, and yeah, he's good in the movie. I like Timothy Chalamet. He's really one of the best young actors working today. I like him in this film. Timothy really did a good job in this film, and I thought he was good. And you also got what's her name? The French girl speaks French throughout the movie. And they have a little relationship with each other. You also got the parents. Well, I don't know. I forgot the parents' actors. I say Christoph Waltz is in this film. I like Christoph Waltz. One of the best actors working today as well. And Christoph, he's in the movie. I can't really name a role that he's in. Not the most memorable role, but he's in the film. I recognize Christoph because he's Christoph Waltz. I fucking love him. And you got the third story, which is with Jeffrey Wright, who tells a story, and the guy's loses I think his son gets kidnapped, and he wants to go find him. And yeah, Jeffrey Wright is great. He's a really good actor. He's good in the movie too. William Dafoe is in the movie for like the minor role. He's put in the hole pretty much. He's put in the hole to stay. And I like William Dafoe, and I like seeing William Dafoe. You also got Edward Norton, who is a cop who I don't know if he's a police officer, but he kidnapped the boy, and he kidnapped them, and he's bad. He's a bad guy. He wants ransomed, and he threatens to murder the kid, and he holds the kid captive. And yeah, Edward Norton. Again, I love Edward. He's one of my favorite actors. Edward Norton's he's good in the movie too. He's great. He's a good actor. And you also got Saoirse Ronan returning in a Wes Anderson film. She's just I think one of the girls there working for him, and yeah, she's nice to the little boy. And yeah, she's alright. She's alright in the movie. And you got also Owen Wilson is in the movie. He's on a bike, pretty much telling stories and shit. That's the role for Owen Wilson. You also got Elizabeth. Her name's Elizabeth, and yeah, she's in the movie. She's a teacher. That's it. And yeah, all around performances are pretty good. Some actors had shine more than others though. The direction by Wes Anderson. It's a well made film. It's very well shot, and I feel like it's just hard to digest, in my opinion. It's too hard. It's too difficult. Maybe it's just my little stupid brain, but it's a little tad bit too hard to digest. I feel like so much shit was going on, and I couldn't really comprehend a lot of stuff of it. But I still think Wes Anderson did a good job. The dialogue and writing is really good as usual. He knows how to write good dialogue and make these very interesting stories that are told. Chemistry, all around. I mean, there's so many actors. I mean, fuck. I feel like I'm missing some. I can't really pinpoint some stuff, but yeah, chemistry is. I mean, when you have so many fucking actors working together, it's hard. But all around, chemistry is pretty good. The cinematography is beautiful. This is again another Wes Anderson looking kind of film. It's a very well shot movie, well made looking film, and I thought the shots for this film is pretty good. Music is good. The score for usually the score in Wes Anderson movies are pretty good. The score is usually very good in all his movies, and this is more French with some songs and all the French songs, and yeah, I liked the score, and all around I had a good time with the French Dispatch, even though it's a little hard for me to digest. I couldn't really enjoy this movie. as much as I enjoy most of his films, and maybe that's just me, but all around I still enjoyed this movie. It's still a good watch, and I'd recommend for the viewers. And you know, you might enjoy more than me if you guys are intrigued, or you enjoy movies that are a little weird, little fucking, it messes with the viewpoints and just the stories and all that stuff. Not my kind of movie, I'd say. It's not my kind of movie. I'd say, I mean, I love Pulp Fiction. That's one of my favorite films of all time. It's kind of like this. It's like short stories. But I feel like that movie is more digestible, in my opinion. I don't know how to express it in that way, but all in all, I still enjoyed this. Still a solid watch. I'd give this a 3 out of 5 stars. It's still a good film. I still enjoyed this film, but it's the weakest link, I feel like, in the Wes Anderson catalogs. But other than that, I still enjoyed the movie. And yeah, guys, we're done with Wes Anderson movies. We're done with the marathon. Before I end this review, I just want to say that I'm happy I saw the Wes Anderson movies. I feel like I've learned a lot from seeing his films, the craft and the way he makes movies, and just little details where you can be like, okay, this is a Wes Anderson film, and his style is very Wes Anderson. That's the best way to truly give my opinion. It's a Wes Anderson movie. I really am glad I got to see Wes Anderson film. So hey, if anybody comes up to me like, hey man, what do you think of Wes Anderson? I'm like, yeah, he's a fucking amazing filmmaker. And he's gonna be like, oh, what movies have you seen from him? I could be like, all of them, every fucking one. I like Bottle Rocket. Bottle Rocket is a great movie. And yeah, I'm glad I got to experience a Wes Anderson movie. So thank you guys for sticking with me for this marathon. It was a journey, a beautiful journey, I have to say. And that's not the only journey we have left. I feel we still have a filmmaker that we still gotta to see. And I gotta say, that filmmaker is a master in his craft as well. And it starts with a C and ends with an E, aka End, because he's fucking Christopher Nolan. Thank you guys. See you guys in the next video.